Okay, welcome back everyone. Josh Weber here with Big Red Jelly. Today's video is going to be focused on small local business owners. Will 2021 be the comeback year for small and local businesses? 4 tactics that you can employ now to compete with the big guys. And in fact, I think you're going to see a trend over the next few videos and maybe with just all of our content in general. We're very passionate about working with small to mid-sized businesses and helping them leverage technology and effective branding, effective web design and digital build to compete with, like I said, the big guys. So first things first, I don't think it takes a lot of convincing to get the point across that there are a lot of big companies out there, big corporations that seem to have taken over certain sectors, right? Amazon, and then in the streaming industry, Netflix, Disney Plus, HBO Max, there's that new NBC Peacock, whatever it's called, Hulu, Walmart when it comes to retail, other big box corporations. It's so easy to shop with these people, and I feel like COVID-19 kind of made that even more true, right? We're seeing huge growth with DoorDash and Postmates and Uber Eats and the fast food chains, many of which have actually seen the best numbers they've ever seen through this COVID-19 pandemic. So who's been suffering the most? You've heard this probably a lot by now. It is the small local businesses, the mom and pop shops, the brick and mortar places, I mean, specifically within the food and nightlife industry, and those places that have a physical store that are maybe restricted to their local area. And that is very, very unfortunate. Coming back to my initial question, right? Will 2021 be the comeback year for small and local businesses? Personally, I think so. I'm optimistic, and I also am hopeful that generally our population is going to swing back and put more focus on local, shop local, buy local, go to your farmer's market maybe instead of doing your grocery shopping at Walmart all the time. I know that there are pros and cons, but I am a believer that the pros far outweigh the cons, right? That customer service, the personal touch, the local expertise outweighs that extra margin that you're probably paying for something that's more local, right? Instead of going straight to Amazon. So let's jump into these 4 things that I think will help you compete with these big guys. Let me start off by reading some stats about the power of local shopping. Okay, this is from Fundera.com. So number 1, small businesses generate $68 of local economic return for every $100 spent with them. In case you're wondering, that's a very high return. So going on to point number 2, over $9.3 billion would be directly returned to our economy if every U.S. family spent just $10 a month at a local business. That's a lot of money. Number 3, businesses with fewer than 500 employees account for 99.7% of all U.S. employers. Small businesses are the backbone of America. Number 4, 108 million shoppers spent $12.9 billion on Small Business Saturday. That's optimistic. I love that fact. So I'm optimistic going into 2021. Number 5, small businesses donate 250% more than large businesses to community causes. Interesting fact. Small businesses employ 58.9 million people. Local businesses generate 70% more local economic activity per square foot than big box retail. One more. Shipping produces 1 billion metric tons of CO2 a year. Those are some very interesting statistics and some statistics that should make you optimistic for the future of local and small businesses. So let's get into the 4 tactics that you can employ now to help you compete with the big guys. Number 1, I've seen this time and time and time again, and you would think it would be easier for small business, but for some reason we see that it's harder or it's more scattered, and it is your brand. So number 1, take control of your brand. If you are a small business owner listening to this right now, ask yourself these questions. What is your business name? Is that related to your website domain name? Do you have a website domain name? Are your social media handles, or at least the page titles for your Facebook and your LinkedIn and your Instagram, are they the same? Does your email signature have the same company name? Do you have the same logo across all these platforms? Are you using the same colors? Are you using the same fonts? Are you using the same general short description? Do you have a cohesive message across platforms? The answer is probably maybe, or not as much as I would like. I continue to be shocked at very small businesses where they're a small business. There might be a dozen people working there, but they've got an umbrella brand, and then they've got a branch that does this, and they're like, oh, but we have this other logo that does this. And I'm like, holy smokes. There are universal global brands out there that are more simple, streamlined, and flow better than what you've got going on here with your 12 people. You've got to take control of your brand. What colors are you using? Is your logo consistent throughout? Have you updated all of your social media, your website, your email signature, things that are quick and easy? Establish yourself as an expert, right? So if there are Facebook groups, communities, networking events related to what you do, you should be involved, and you should be solidifying and positioning yourself as, hey, I am the barber and I know how to cut hair. I am in these groups. I always offer advice. I'm involved in the community. When someone comes to you to do business, what are you doing to be a superhero for that customer? What are you doing so that when they leave, they say, I'm glad I picked this restaurant over McDonald's? Wow, that customer service was amazing. It's that chocolate on the pillow at the hotel. It's the little things that matter. It's remembering their name. It's putting that better packaging, that custom written slip or thank you note if you're an e-commerce store. It's things like that that take it to a whole other level. That's why people love shopping local, right? So be the superhero for your customer. So that's number one, take control of your brand. Number two, this one's a very practical tool. Use Google My Business. That's the name of the tool, Google My Business. If you are a brick and mortar local business, you have a store, you have a physical location, so you're a restaurant, a chiropractor, a dentist, an attorney, a barber, a salon owner, a spa owner, you need to go and set up your Google My Business. It's a free tool. What is Google My Business? It is your Google listing. So when you type in best Chinese near me, there's a bunch of restaurants that pop up on your phone. You're probably using a Maps app, right? Either Apple Maps or Google Maps or some other maps. That, whatever's popping up there, most likely is Google My Business, or it's dictated by Google My Business. It's the place where you manage your Google reviews. It's where you put your phone number, directions, your address. It's where you can post deals, promotions, special offers, photos of your office, photos of outside your office, photos of your storefront, photos of your team. You can describe your services, hours of operation, when you're open, when you're closed. It really is your website before your website. And guess what? The vast majority of people who encounter your brand or business for the first time are going to see that, and they're never even going to visit your website. Okay, so that's why it has to be on point. If it's missing information, or the address is incorrect, or the picture that you see there is like an old parking lot that I see all the time, it's got to be updated. So how do you update that? You can claim ownership of your business on Google. The listing might already exist because Google's going through and kind of creating these listings based on customer feedback. Google My Business also has a mobile app, so you can respond to reviews on the go. And guess what? This is all free. It's free. And so I really kind of hit my head against the wall when I bump into small business owners who are like, I've never even heard of Google My Business, or I've never logged in, or, oh, that's where I can respond to my Google reviews. I thought I'd just kind of leave that there, right? Isn't that just Google? Isn't that SEO? Well, take control of your Google My Business, right? 100%. I challenge you to be active on there at least once per week. Post something on Google My Business. In fact, we did a little exercise at Big Red Jelly quite a while ago where we would post just a photo of our office and a team member update on our Google My Business profile. It's almost like a social media account for Google. And we saw an 11.9% increase in our website visitors directly from Google My Business to our website after just over a month. So think about that. Was it worth taking 5 seconds to upload that photo? Absolutely. Google My Business, number 2. Number 3, moving on, focus on strategic partnerships. So bring it all back to local communities, shop local, buy local, support local, etc. In order to survive and to succeed, I think local businesses have to be better at partnering strategically. So if I am a restaurant, again, but I do, I'm a burger joint, I might want to partner with the local barbershop. I might want to partner with the pool or the pool next door. I might want to partner with the four-wheel rental next door and do cool promos or combined activities or co-branded events where, hey, come get a burger and test drive a four-wheeler, or every time you rent a four-wheeler you get 50% off a burger. We have to start getting strategic with partnerships. Big co's are doing it all the time. They're just doing it behind the scenes. Obviously there's a lot of moving parts there, but if local businesses can be more strategic, it's a win-win-win for everyone. So find someone that can benefit you. A better example might be if you're a chiropractor. I mean, you should definitely have strategic partners in the insurance space, right? And if you're an insurance agent, you should definitely have your go-to chiropractors and people to refer to that way. You have to build that network, and it always, if done correctly, ends up being mutually beneficial, right? So strategic partnerships, sit down, and my challenge to you is to say, okay, who's kind of draw a Venn diagram, right? If I am a burger joint, what are related businesses to me? I want to find an ice cream place because I don't really do desserts, but I think that people might come to me and ask about that. I might also want to find an event planner or someone who does catering but doesn't actually do the food themselves. I want to find someone who's a foodie blogger and I kind of want to do strategic partnerships with them. I want to find someone who does merch and I can give them free burgers, they can give me some free merch. There's endless possibilities, but have that strategic partner list. You'll be surprised how much you use it. Number 4, get online and make technology your friend through automation. See my other videos about this. I won't go too much in here, but in order to survive as a small business owner, I hope that by now you're starting to accept, and I'm sure most of you have, right? And you're doing a phenomenal job. We've had to make changes as well, even as a digital agency. But make technology your friend. Do not be afraid. There's only one you, and you might be a solopreneur, or you might be representing 80% of your business as the chef and the cashier and the server all at the same time on a given day. You have to make technology your friend. So there are certain things that you should be working toward automating. Invoices, automatic reminders for your invoices, automatic text or email follow-ups to confirm appointments, online scheduling, online ordering, online booking, online chat. Make your life easier. It can make you feel like you were overwhelmed at first, but now you feel like a team of 12 and you've got these tools, these little robots that are working for you. It's there. There's a lot of free stuff out there. Again, I'm happy to chat with you on how you can make technology your friend. Don't be scared. It's intimidating at first, but it will ultimately help you scale your business. So those are the 4 points, you guys. Take control of your brand. Use Google My Business. That's something you can do right now. Google your business right now, and if it pops up on the right-hand side on the map, right? So type in, like, if my restaurant is Josh's Burgers, I would type in Josh's Burgers, Orem, Utah, and that should pull up your business unless it's brand new. And there should be a little button there that says, is this your business? And then you can verify or claim it, and there's various steps you can do there. So use Google My Business. 3, focus on strategic partnerships. And number 4, make technology your friend, especially through automation. That's it for me, you guys. Stay tuned for the video next week. Thank you.